2 days and 4 rounds of ski flying come down to this. The final 5 jumps of the Ski Flying World Championship. Your top 5 over the first 3 rounds still to go. Robert Johansson on the hill, chasing Yukiya Sato of Japan, the current leader.
228 meters on his jump earlier today. He's got a better one going here. That's going to be over 230, the farthest jump we've seen so far in this final round. Right there at 232 meters. Timing looks really good. See those skis hanging ever so slightly, has to wait for them to come up a little bit, lets it build, and then at the bottom of the hill, he's such a good flyer. He skis with such a flat ski, getting the maximum amount of lift possible.
So the World Cup's newest dad has solidified a top 5 finish here at the Ski Flying World Championships. Finished no worse than 5th and hope to gain some ground on Michael Habach, who's just ahead of him in the standings.
It's going to be tough. He's got almost 20 points to make up on Habach. And this is where the fight for the medals really starts, is right here with Habach.
And Michael Habach comes into this jump just 1.8 points, or about 1.5 meters behind 3rd place, behind Marcus Eisenbichler, as Habach searches for a podium. 29-year-old from Austria has had some tough seasons, looking to find the glory days he saw in the mid-2010s.
237.5 meters on his first jump today. He's got another good one going here. Ooh. It's going to be enough to put him in the lead, but I don't know if it's going to be enough to fight for that podium spot. Just 220.5 meters. I think he needed to be over that 230, because I would expect Eisenbichler to have a good final round here.
And Johnny, in a close race for a medal, style points are going to end up costing Michael Habach. He had a tough landing last round that cost him a few points, and here again did not put the best landing in.
Yeah, it is, and every point matters, and especially in this competition, because it's just been so tight. So every point you can possibly get makes a big, big difference, and could be the difference between, you know, a 4th place or a 3rd place in the medal.
Habach into the lead for now. He'll be no worse than 4th, but he's going to need some help from Marcus Eisenbichler to grab a medal here at the Ski Flying Worlds.
That's kind of a tall order. Eisenbichler's been jumping at a very high level all season so far, and he's looked good in really every round but one here.
29-year-old Marcus Eisenbichler is the reigning world champion in the large hill event. Here on the bigger ski flying hill, he looks for his first career ski flying world championship medal.
234.5 in his first jump today. Trying to pull down the hill here. He's got good speed at the bottom. It's going to be not our longest jump, but I think that's going to secure him a medal for sure.
Marcus Eisenbichler will be on the podium in 2020. 230 meters.
Definitely the favorite coming into this weekend. You know, I think that he's happy about getting that medal. Obviously, we were expecting him to fight for that top spot. I think it's a bit unrealistic at this point. I think he would have needed to go, over 240 meters to give himself any sort of chance. But 230, one of the better jumps we saw in this final round, and going to guarantee him a medal.
He was 8.5 points out of silver, 8.5 points behind Granerud, who will jump next. And again, he was 16.2 points behind his teammate Carl Geiger. So he would need a lot of help from Geiger, something short of, say, 220 probably. Yeah! But for now, he's on the podium. He's into the lead and guaranteed no worse than bronze here at the World Championship. Up next is Halvor Egner Granerud. Somebody who's really come out of nowhere from the ski jumping wilderness, where he was just 61st on the World Cup last year, to the top of the World Cup standings, and now second place the Ski Flying World Championships, heading into his final jump.
Looked pretty clean from the takeoff. He's got good height as he goes over the knoll here, trying to pull down the hill. That's going to be our longest jump of the day. Over that hillside, getting down maybe 243, 244. just so impressive, especially for a guy like you said that really came out of nowhere, and nobody expected this at the beginning of the season. We didn't have a summer Grand Prix this year as we normally do, where you could see kind of the progression. So I think he's taken a lot of people by surprise.
Well, Johnny, he needed to make up a little more than 8 points, so needed to make up about 6 meters. He has certainly put the pressure up on Carl Geiger, coming through at 243 meters.
Yeah, absolutely did. We'll see what he gets for style points, because didn't have a telemark here, just dropping out of the sky a little bit. So probably going to lose quite a few points on that, but certainly had the distance.
That's the thumbs up from Marcus Eisenbichler, who knows he's been bested by Granerud. Those two have been dueling all winter long on the World Cup. Halvor Egner Granerud's best career World Championship finish before this season was 33rd. He is guaranteed no worse than second, a silver at worst, a gold possible for Granerud.
Got 17s for style there, so did lose a couple of points, and that's, you know, some of the hard parts of having these really far jumps is you're going to miss out on those style points.
So to win gold, Carl Geiger needs at least a 231-meter jump.
Looked good from the takeoff. Again, he's got so much height through the middle part of the hill here. Trying to pull down to the bottom, and I think that's going to do it. It's maybe a little bit closer than he'd like, though.
We'll have to wait for confirmation for sure. We'll wait for the judges' marks, but he did appear to come down just past that green line to win it.
It's going to be so close. I think he's got it. He's going to have good style points. 231.5. It's right on the edge.
The to-win graphic, which again does not factor in the judges' scores, said 231 even to win. He goes 231.5.
He knows it's close. Timing looked okay. He came up a little bit higher than he has on his other jumps. Didn't maintain quite as much speed, and you can see that as he dropped out here at the bottom of the hill, landing just past that green line. It's going to completely come down to the judges and the win.
27 years old, Carl Geiger has team gold medals at World Championships, but has never won an individual World Championship. Now an agonizing wait to see if this is the day. Needs to beat 876.7 points. He does! Carl Geiger, the world champ, by half a point!
It is just absolutely crazy to think that after 4 jumps on a hill this big, it comes down to a half a point.
Johnny, that's one telemark. That's one judge adjusting their score by half a point, determining gold and silver.
Yeah, it's absolutely crazy. And if Granerud, maybe if he would have jumped 1 or 2 meters shorter and was able to put in a telemark, he probably would have won this.
Wow, so Carl Geiger is the ski flying world champion, just ahead of Halvor Egner Granerud. Marcus Eisenbichler takes bronze. Well, for Eisenbichler, this year's resurgence from a tough season last year continues, solidifying his strong form with bronze.
Yeah, he was just consistent throughout the entire weekend. The only time he faltered was really only on his very first jump of the championships, maybe the pressure getting to him. Other than that, he's been one of the best guys on the hill.
Germany will be one of the heavy favorites to win a team medal tomorrow. Halvor Egner Granerud, we weren't quite sure what we were going to see. Been jumping great on normal hills in the World Cup. Had never been a great ski flyer. He confirms that his form carries all disciplines right now.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, he was just been so consistent and really putting the pressure on Geiger here in that final round.
And once again, Carl Geiger not known as a great ski flyer. I guess from now on, we'll have to know him as a great ski flyer, the ski flying world champion.
Yeah, no, I mean, he's absolutely a great ski flyer at this point. When you're the world champion, and especially in a competition where it couldn't really have been more fair. This was absolutely perfect in terms of the conditions.
Carl Geiger wins his first career world championship. Let's hear what he has to say after that tight victory in Planica.
Carl Geiger, congratulations, ski flying world champion. Please let us know about this competition today.
I don't know, it was high pressure from first jump, and after my first round I felt really great. This jump was really nice, but I still stay focused, and I know I had to do one more jump, and It was, second flight was a bit hanging in the first part, but then I saw flying, okay, it's good, and the green light, I'm over it, but I was not sure until the end, and so it's unbelievable. I don't know what to say.
Well, Carl Geiger, the winner. And if you enjoyed what you saw here, remember you can watch FIS ski jumping all year long at www.peacocktv.com/snow. Catch it all on Peacock. And hey, more ski flying coming your way tomorrow. The team competition on the Ski Flying World Championships, 7:30 Eastern on Olympic Channel and 1 a.m. Eastern on NBCSN. For our entire crew, my partner Johnny Spillane, Bill Spaulding saying so long from Planitza, where Carl Geiger is the Ski Flying World Champion.